Hey guys, how's it going? So I know it's been a while since we've done one of these SCUM news videos, but we're going to go over some of the latest SCUM dev update information in regards to the things they're currently working on and some of the stuff we can expect with the future updates. Now, in this video, I'm just going to be going over this information high level. If you guys want to get a more detailed layout of what they're working on, go ahead and check all the links in the description below. But without further ado, guys, let's just get straight into it. So we're going to start off here with SCUM Dev Update number 117. So a lot of bug fixing has been going on in regards to game, graphics, and sound. They have hired a new UI designer and they are currently working on UI improvements. So this is a really big one. This is a big one for the community from all the stuff I've been seeing. They're currently working on some new admin commands for a variety of different things. Continue work on Foliage optimization, work on new anti-cheat system improvements. I know this is a big frustration in the community in regards to cheaters. I've seen quite a few. I've seen a lot of the server admins banning a lot of cheaters and a lot of cheaters getting game banned. So the cheaters are getting caught, guys, but there are a lot of them out there. But the devs said they are working on trying to make improvements in that regard, so that way we have a better playing experience when on servers. They're continuing work on multiple hard or weapon hard surfaces such as the Car 98, AKM, and RPK. Their continued work on the new NPC characters and their continued work on the new Manchu bow. I think I pronounced that right, but yeah, so new bow essentially will be getting in the game. There's a little sneak peek image of it there. And then their continued work on the new motorcycle. I don't quite know how to pronounce that, but essentially it's a new motorcycle that has a sidecar. Looks like based off the images here, it'll seat probably 3 players and you'll possibly have the ability to mount some kind of gun to the sidecar. So whoever's riding in that can use that as, it's probably like a light machine gun, probably mount like the M249 or maybe the RPK or something like that. So definitely some cool stuff there, guys. Definitely another great vehicle to look forward to. Moving on to SCUM Dev Update number 118. They're, as before, continued work on bug fixing across the board, continued work on the Puppet and Puppet spawn system, continued work on multiple UI improvements, work on the trader subtitles and DLC character dialogues. I believe subtitles falls into that as well. Improvements to base building and interactions while on ladders. Working on bunker doors that are self-closing. They said the limited amount of bunker doors will do this. Not sure all the details behind that, but I thought that was interesting. Continue work on texture reworks and improvements. Work on a new Desert Eagle skin. Not really sure what that entails, but I'm kind of interested by that one. Continue work on a new weapon sounds and just overhauling the weapon sounds, and then continue work on armored NPC characters with a focus on melee combat. Now they do call out in this dev update and a couple of the other ones that they're working on interactions with the armored NPCs and characters in regards to melee combat. I think that'll be really interesting if you can. I don't know if you'll be able to get in basically a fist fight, because I feel like these guys will knock your character out pretty quick, but that's definitely interesting stuff there, guys, that other than just these guys having weapons that they can utilize against you, they'll be able to basically fight you as well, hand-to-hand combat. So I think that's pretty awesome. So we're moving on. The SCUM devs have released also a hotfix a few weeks ago. I'm not going to go into all the details here, but I will show this on the screen so you guys can see some of the bug fixes that have been implemented in recently and some of the quality of life improvements. And then moving on to SCUM update, dev update number 119. As before, continued work on bug fixing, working on rain improvements and the overall kind of look and atmosphere of rain when it occurs on the island. So definitely cool stuff there. And that kind of plays hand in hand with some of the foliage rework and some of the POI reworks that they're working on. Work on the lighting system, continue work on the armored NPCs, work on base building snapping improvements on some of the base building elements. It sounded like most of them were to do with the wall pieces in regards to the walls that have like the windows in them. Not sure all the details behind that, but definitely making improvements there. Working on improving the garden base building element. Basically most of the stuff I've seen, it looks like they're working on improving how it reacts to like explosive damage and actually acting as a normal base building element, because right now they're kind of broken in regards to they're kind of like indestructible in ways and so forth. So I'm sure there's a lot more to it than that, but that's just kind of a quick overview of what I was seeing. Continue work on level design, textures, and POIs. continued work on Tech 1 NPCs. Now they've released a lot of images of some of the new Tech 1 NPCs in regards to like teaser images. So this is just like an image of the Tech 1 scientist, and then we have another one here. They're calling this one like the Tech 1 worker, and there's like Tech 1 officers and so forth. So a lot of new NPCs will be coming into the game. I feel like a lot of this will be tied to some of the bunker reworks, some of the story, the quest, also tied in with the armored NPCs. So the island is really going to get lively once all these NPCs get in there, because there's going to be a lot more interactions than what we have now. Now, yes, we do have the puppets, the razors, we have Brenner, we have the traders, but these guys are going to add a whole new element to the game, especially the armored NPCs. So I'm kind of excited to see all this stuff come in. Yes, a lot of it's probably going to be quest focused and story focused, but it's definitely going to be something that allows the island to feel more alive, gives the essentially players more activities to do across the island, allows players to be more active, and the normal gameplay loop that we're all used to right now will kind of change and evolve, which will be good because that'll improve the life of the game and people's interest in continuing to play the game. So definitely some good stuff there, and I look forward to seeing all the stuff that they implement with this. So I'm sure that this will all probably be with the 1.0 update, but we might see some of it sooner, but really not sure. And then continue work on the foliage rework across the map, and then here's just a little teaser image. We'll get into this a little bit later, but definitely major improvements compared to what we currently have. As you can see, the grass is really thick. Bushes over here to like the left seem really thick, and so forth. So yeah, it's going to be a huge change, guys, once they do this update with the foliage rework. Moving on to SCUM Dev update number 120. Continued work on bug fixing and optimizations like before. So there are lots and lots and lots of bug fixing and optimizations, guys. So I know the devs have done a great job in fixing a lot of the bugs. Yes, some have taken a lot longer in the past than others to get fixed, but ultimately they are fixing all the bugs and making the gameplay experience the best they can right now. And yes, they have stated that some of the bugs that are still in the game are in the game for a reason, because they are working on major improvements to whatever system that bug affects, and so it doesn't make sense for them to fix a bug, implement a new system, and then have to go back in and refix what they had already fixed. So if that makes sense. So that's some of the reason why some of these bugs are taking so long to get fixed, based off what they've been kind of talking about on social media and so forth. So I definitely understand where they're coming from with that. I personally, as a player, I do get frustrated by the bug fixes, but at the same time, I appreciate the transparency from the devs in regards to why some of the bugs are taking so long. But to continue on, they're continuing work on the UI improvements, continue work on the POI improvements, continue work on texture improvements, continue work on the Kinglet Mariner. Essentially, this is the seaplane that everybody talks about that they want to see back in the game. We haven't seen this in the game in a long time, but it sounds like, based off what they're saying, that this is very close to being complete and ready to be implemented back in the game. Now I'm not sure if it's going to be a standalone plane or if it's just going to be part of the modular vehicle system, where the currently Kinglet Duster can be modified to be the seaplane. So definitely some interesting stuff there, guys, and definitely really looking forward to it. Something I didn't see them mention recently, or it's been a while, is about the tractor and bringing the tractor back. I know that's a vehicle that we all want to see back, because it's kind of a meme vehicle for me, but it actually is a pretty useful vehicle as well. They've done some teaser images in the past of the tractor and so forth, but it's been a while since they've said anything about it, so I'm not sure what the status of it is. Also, another vehicle that we'll be getting back is a sports bike, if you guys remember that one. So they have done teaser videos of that as well. So hopefully with one of these updates coming soon, we'll get all these vehicles back, and then eventually, as we go on, there'll be new vehicles added into the game. And then moving on to continue work on the armored NPC movement, and there's just an image there of the armored NPCs. But yeah, on to the last thing, guys. The devs have released a essentially teaser video showing the new foliage system and a character walking through a field. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that video on screen now. So yeah, guys, as you've seen, there is a lot of great content coming to the game, a lot of great improvements, a lot of bug fixing, a lot of optimizations. Now, yes, a lot of this is really high level. There's not a lot of detail behind a lot of the stuff I've talked about. Like I said, if you want to get more detail, go check all the links in the description below. But guys, just know that the devs are actively working on getting us to that 1.0 update this year. As they've mentioned in the past, the 1.0 update is going to come out in Q2 of 2025. So here within a few months or so, so probably mid-summer, late summer, fall, going into fall, maybe we'll hopefully have the update. But yeah, guys, I'm super excited. A lot of great content. There's definitely a lot of stuff that needs worked on, but they are getting there, guys. The game is night and days different from what it was several years ago to what it is now. So just hang in there, guys. If you guys have some frustrations with the game, just hang in there. Things will continue to get better. But personally, I'm still loving the game. I'm still having fun, and I'm just looking forward to these updates, guys. But I hope you guys did find this video useful, and if you guys did, make sure you hit that like button. And if you guys would like to see more weekly SCUM content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. But like always, guys, do good, do have fun, and do be kind. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.